Good morning, students. In today's session, we are going to start with the remaining part of the Accounting Standard 28. In last session, we have completed Accounting Standard 28, Impairment of Assets, and I hope you have completed your study material reading. And you are going to explain me what is the concept difference between top-down and bottom-up approach. Before starting any session, just quickly revise names of the accounting standards. So any one of you that who is going to tell me the accounting standards? Yes. Tambeshwari ji. चलो आदित्य सिन्हा को मौका देते हैं आज. यस बेटा आदित्य, स्टार्ट. यस आदित्य. आदित्य अनम्यूट कीजिए ना. चलो ठीक है. तांबेश्वरी जी.
Yes, sir.
हाँ.
AS1 disclosure of accounting policy, AS2 valuation of inventories, AS3 cash flow statement, AS4 contingents and events occurring after the balance sheet date, AS5 net profit or loss for period or period items and change in accounting policies. AS6 is removed. AS7 is a construction of contracts. AS8 is removed. AS9 is revenue recognition. AS10 property plant equipments. AS11 the effect
Remaining students, recall it.
AS11 the effect of changes in foreign exchange. AS12 is accounting for government grants. AS13 accounting for investment. AS14 accounting for amalgamation. AS15 employee benefit. AS16 borrowing cost. AS17 segment reporting. AS18 related party disclosure. AS19 lease. AS20 earning per share. AS21 consolidate financial statement. AS22 accounting for tax on income. AS23 accounting for investment to associate in consolidate financial statement. AS24 discontinue
34,
operations.
24.
Yes, sorry, sir. 24 discontinue operations. 25 interim financial reporting. AS26 intangible assets. 27 financial reporting of interest in joint venture. AS28 impairment of assets. AS29 provision contingent asset and contingent liability.
Contingent liabilities and contingent assets.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. What we have completed in the last session, who is going to explain me what is the impairment losses? What is impairment loss? Who will explain me? Raise your hand. Only तांबेश्वरी. हाँ जी. हार्दिक एक्सप्लेन बेटा. रश्मि को बोलता हूँ. यस रश्मि. रश्मि जी अनम्यूट कीजिए.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
हाँ.
Yes.
AS28 क्या है?
AS28 impairment of asset है जो
आप बोलिए ना जल्दी से. What is impairment?
when the carrying amount is the asset is exceed the recoverable amount, that is the impairment of asset.
And what is recoverable amount?
Recoverable amount is the higher of net selling price and the value in use.
ठीक है. Yes. Hardik, what is value in use?
Sir, value in use is the present value of the future cash flows.
And what is net selling price?
Net selling price is equal to the market price minus disposal cost.
ठीक है. And we have completed. What is the CGU, beta, Hardik?
So CGU is the cash generating unit, which is the smallest unit of an entity, which provides us the cash flow, but in a supporting area. We cannot distinguish its cash flow separately.
I want that definition.
So वो
So,
definition exact नहीं याद.
smallest identifiable.
Smallest identifiable unit of an.
Read करो.
Yes, sir. Sir, cash generating unit is the smallest identifiable group of assets that generate cash inflows from continuing use that are largely independent of the cash inflows from other assets or group of assets.
याद करो.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
बोले.
बोलो sir. Sir, cash generating unit is the smallest identifiable group of assets that can generate cash flows that are largely independent from the other assets.
ठीक है. And we have seen that if there is no active market, then it will be called as a same CGU, and if it is not, if it is a active market, then beta it is different CGU. Correct है?
Yes, sir.
और ये क्वेश्चन पे आके हमने रोक दिया था खुद को.
Yes, sir.
And I have given you some homework.
Yes, sir. Bottom up test and the top down test.
हाँ, पढ़ा आपने?
सर पढ़ा, लेकिन तो मतलब इतना अच्छे से समझ नहीं आया अभी.
Any one of you? Bottom up and top down approach. Other students can remove their hand if they are not aware about the concept. Sai Charan, Pooja, Rashmi, Tambeshwari. Yes, sir. Pooja, you want to explain me? Rashmi ji, you want to explain me? Bottom up and top down approach. Pooja ji. How many of you? Sir, read but not understood. Okay. पूजा जी आपको समझा क्या नहीं समझा? वैष्णवी wants to answer it. Okay. Yes, Vaishnavi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, beta.
Sir, I'm audible.
हाँ.
Sir, bottom approach means,
Remove your headphones.
sir, I'm not wearing that.
Then it is very difficult to hear you. Okay. Continue.
Sir, bottom approach, I read that it means it starts with a specific idea or detail and builds up them into a large system. And top-down approach, it's a general idea that break it down into small parts. So,
No. I want now accounting of that you understood.
No, sir, I don't understand. I didn't understand. Actually, I read it, but I'm not sure about.
Actually,
I read that, but I'm not.
getting it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
No problem. रश्मि जी, आपको कुछ समझ में आया? Yes, Rashmi ji, you
Yes,
understood
sir.
the treatment?
यस सर. तो इसका ट्रीटमेंट सर ये कि जो बॉटम अप्रोच है जिसमें गुडविल का ट्रीटमेंट आफ्टर कैलकुलेशन. सर एक्सप्लेन. आई कांट एक्सप्लेन सर.
नो प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है. चलो आज आपके दिमाग में मैं डालता हूं इम्पेयरमेंट. यस. दीपक wants to explain this. हाँ जी दीपक जी.
Yes, sir. Sir, with respect to bottom-up approach, if an component where the cash flow can be directly attributed to that, then the impairment loss would be assigned to that particular item or unit. If in case of cash flow cannot be attributed, then the top-down approach will be used, where the larger unit will be used for assignment of cash for impairment.
Have you read the provision?
Yes, sir.
You understood it?
Yes, sir. At the time when I read it, I was able to understand it.
Goodwill allocation, you understood?
Yes, sir.
We have completed illustration 14, no? Okay. So Deepak ji, this is a question of bottom up and top down approach, correct?
Yes.
What you understood? How to do impairment?
In this case, sir, if we take only the bottom up, then the goodwill will be calculated and it will be assigned at a pro rata basis to all the three units A, B, C for the component for the enterprise Z. And then while calculating the revaluation of the component A, then the goodwill post revaluation amount and the goodwill assigned amount will be, the difference of that will be added as an impairment loss.
Okay, let's check it. Okay. At the end of the 2000, assume 20, enterprise M acquired 100% of enterprise Z for 3000 lakhs. Z has, yes, you can mute yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Z has 3 cash generating units, A, B, C. Rosalind ji, raise your hand. With a fair value of 1200. What is the carrying amount, Rosalind ji? Fair value, sorry, fair value.
Net fair value of sir, A 1200, B 800, and C 400.
What is the total?
1200, 800, 2000, 2400, sir.
So if you acquire one business from Z, whose CGU means their units are 1200, 800, and 400. So can you tell me they are paying extra?
Yes, they're paying 3000 for entire unit, sir.
So and the value for entire unit is 2400.
Yes.
So what is the excess amount that they are paying?
600 units. 600.
600 rupees. And
Yes.
this 600 rupees, can we call it as goodwill because we are paying something extra to someone? Why we are paying someone extra amount? Because of their
Goodwill brand name.
goodwill or branding. Okay. So here we will record it as a goodwill in case of business combination, or when we take a business of other person and if we are paying extra amount to him, the normally difference will be added in the goodwill account.
Yes.
So now logically, if there is impairment, means whoever issued this accounting standard, means I say only, but whoever helped to prepare it. Now tell me, what was his thinking? That whenever there is impairment, first we should deduct it from which amount?
Net cash.
Sorry. We should deduct it from? Someone answered depreciation. Depreciation is. We should deduct it from
Carrying
their
amount.
fair value, or first we will complete goodwill, reduce goodwill. What is your thinking, Rosaline ji?
We can adjust the goodwill, sir. Because
Yes,
fair value
logically,
is already, and it's a realizable value.
if we go by this approach, now see, now this is fair value, which will help us to calculate pro rata basis. When we are calculating impairment, then first we will use 1200, 800 and 400. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
But whenever there is impairment, first we will reduce goodwill and then we will reduce fair value of that asset. Okay. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Now see, beta. At the end of the 2004, means after 24 years, 24, A is going through significant losses. And therefore, company thinks we should impair which asset, which unit? A unit. A unit is a CGU. It has many assets. B is also different CGU and C is also different CGU. Now, first we will, what we are going to do? First we will see that whether goodwill can be divided on some consistent basis. Okay, see the wordings. Can I allocate goodwill on any reasonable basis? Can I divide this goodwill over 3 CGUs? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
What is the reasonable basis? Can I call it as fair value 1200 is to 800 is to 400 is a reasonable basis to divide it?
Yes, sir.
What is the total?
24.
What is the shortcut? 120 divided by 24.
24
Then into
12.
12 is equal to, then just 8 is equal to, and then just 4 is equal to. Do not press any into sign, multiplication sign. Do you know Calci shortcut?
Yes, sir.
So what is the total? 1360.
1360.
And now what is the recoverable amount?
1350.
1350. So now it is your recoverable amount is 1350. Correct?
Recoverable is 1360. Its carrying cost is 1350.
मेरा उल्टा क्यों आया फिर? Carrying amount 1360 आया ना?
हाँ. आपने वहाँ पे उल्टा.
Carrying amount is 1360.
60.
नहीं. And recoverable amount is 1350. So recoverable amount is less than the carrying amount, my dear?
Yes, sir.
By rupees 10.
10.
And this you should adjust against goodwill.
Goodwill.
Okay. Adjust against goodwill of A. So we will continue with goodwill, but we will show goodwill as 60 minus 10, that is 50. And overall goodwill will be 50 plus 40 plus 20. It is 110. Correct है?
Yes, sir.
नो बेटा, मेरा
Sir,
यहाँ पे
100
गलत हो
carrying
गया.
cost.
हाँ,
Carrying
यहाँ पे
cost
मेरा
is,
गलत हो गया लिखना.
हाँ, carrying
Carrying
cost
amount is 1360.
1360 and recoverable amount
Recoverable
is
amount is
1350.
1350. Yes. And that 10 rupees I will adjust against goodwill.
Goodwill.
Correct है?
Yes, sir.
Next. Now suppose we are following the same test, but CGU A, there is no. भावना देखो बेटा, कुछ भी इसमें डिफिकल्ट नहीं है. देखिए बेटा, ये सीजीयू की वैल्यू, ये फेयर वैल्यू है. ये जब हमने जिस दिन एक्वायर किया, जिस दिन हमने बिजनेस एक्वायर किया, उस दिन हमने उनको 600 रुपए एक्स्ट्रा दिया था. ये 2000 की बात है. 2000 में उन्होंने फेयर वैल्यू दिया था 1200, 800, 400. तो ये उनकी रेशियो में डिवाइड करने के लिए यूजफुल होगा. 2020 का बाकी कुछ भी यूज नहीं है. 2024 में यही सेम सीजीयूज है जिनकी कैरिंग अमाउंट दी गई है. और ये सीजीयू में से ए सीजीयू जो है ना, उसने लॉसेस किए, तो हम लोग उसकी इंपेयरमेंट टेस्ट फॉलो करेंगे. इंपेयरमेंट टेस्ट करेंगे उसकी. अभी इंपेयरमेंट टेस्ट करते टाइम एबीसी की कैरिंग अमाउंट तो दी है, बट ऑब्वियस वो बदलने वाली है. 2020 के जितना नहीं होगा. एंड गुडविल भी बदल चुका है. 600 का 120 हुआ है. गुडविल एमोटाइज हो गया है 4 साल में 480 रुपया. तो 120 रुपया उसका बैलेंस दिख रहा है. अभी जब इंपेयरमेंट टेस्ट करेंगे तो सबसे पहले गुडविल को 120 रुपए को ये तीनों एसेट में ऐड कर देंगे. मतलब ये गुडविल किसका, ये तीनों सीजीयू का है. तो 120 को और कौन से रेशियो में डिवाइड करेंगे, तो फिर 2020 का रेशियो लेंगे. 2020 का रेशियो मतलब 1200, 800, 400. अब ये रेशियो में डिवाइड होने के बाद ए सीजीयू जो दिख रहा है उसकी वैल्यू हो गई है 1360 माय डियर. 1300 रुपए की 1360 वैल्यू हो चुकी है. और बाकी दोनों की 1240 और 820 ये हो गई है. 60 रुपए को हमने डिवाइड कर दिया. तो अभी मैंने गुडविल को ऐड करके, यदि अभी मैं सीजीयू पे बॉटम अप मतलब क्या, मैं सिर्फ ए पे फोकस करेगा. आई वोंट फोकस ऑन बी एंड सी और ओवरऑल बिजनेस एम. ओवरऑल बिजनेस एम पे मैं फोकस नहीं कर रहा हूं, मैं सिर्फ ए सीजीयू पे फोकस कर रहा हूं. और ए सीजीयू का मेरा जो टोटल है कैरिंग अमाउंट वो आया 1360 इंक्लूडिंग गुडविल, क्योंकि गुडविल को मैंने रीजनेबल बेसिस पे डिवाइड कर दिया. 1360 रुपए का रिकवरेबल अमाउंट 1350 है. मतलब रिकवरी नीचे आया है 10 रुपए से. तो ये 10 रुपए में पहले 60 रुपए जो मैंने उसको एलोकेट किया उसमें से माइनस करूंगा. 1300 को हाथ नहीं लगाऊंगा मैं. और इसी को हम लोग बोलते हैं बॉटम अप टेस्ट व्हेन देयर इज अ गुडविल. अभी भी नहीं समझ में आया बेटा? भावना जी क्लियर है? वेरी गुड. तो 1350 रुपया ये मेरी कैरिंग अमाउंट थी. सॉरी, कैरिंग अमाउंट 1360 थी. रिकवरेबल अमाउंट मेरी 1350 थी. और 10 रुपए का मेरा इंपेयरमेंट लॉस हुआ और वो गुडविल के अगेंस्ट आई हैव एडजस्टेड. Okay. Because this is a bottom-up test, therefore I have tested only and only CGU A. Bottom up, spare parts को देखो, कार को मत देखो. Neha, this is just like a revision. Now you understood it, no? Neha ji, you understood this CGU concept? I'm going to explain it in English, but now bottom up test, no, now I'm moving to top down test. Okay. See, Neha ji, I acquired one asset on 1/4/2020. 1/4/2020, I acquired one asset. I acquired one business having 3 CGUs, A, B, C. At that time, my bifurcation was 1200, 800, 400, and 600, which is only and only useful for dividing goodwill of next year. That is that 1200, 800, 400, I'm going to divide it. That is, I'm getting only ratio to divide goodwill. Now, what happens after 4 years? My carrying amount, but obviously it is going to change. So my carrying amounts are given over here, and goodwill also amortize. Amortize means depreciated. Intangible asset, we are using the word amortization. So 600 rupees goodwill, now it comes to 120 rupees. But obvious, 480 was amortization, and normally goodwill is divided over 5 years, and your 4 years are completed. Therefore, the balance is showing 120 rupees. Now, what happened here? After 3 years, after 4 years, my CGU A was giving me trouble. Now it is giving me a trouble, and therefore I have tested it for impairment. Now my CGU balance is 1300. But wait, goodwill is of all CGUs. So I will divide that goodwill in some ratios between A, B, and C. And that 120, I will divide over the ratio of 1200, 800, and 400. So now that 120 is divided in the ratio. So what is the A's portion for this is 60 rupees. Now, including goodwill, what is the carrying amount? 1360. And if I go with the recoverable amount of the A, it is 1350. So 10 rupees is impairment loss, Nehaji. And that 10 rupees impairment loss, I will adjust against goodwill which I allocated to A, that is 60 minus 10. So goodwill of A will be 50, B 40 only, and C 20. So my goodwill total is 110. But my carrying amount will remain same as it is, 1300, 1200, and 800. This is the explanation. And when you focus only on A, then there is a concept which is called as bottom-up test. Okay. Goodwill treatment is nothing, my dear. 600 is of no use. Only 120 will be divided in the ratio of 1200, 800, and 400. Now, Nehaji, have you got the concept? Yes. So why we call it as bottom-up test? Because we focus only and only on A. And when we focus on Z, if I cannot impair, these CGUs are not independent, they are interdependent. They are interdependent. They cannot generate independent cash flows. Assume another example. So then I will go with the concept of bottom up and top down test. Now my carrying amount, I will not divide goodwill among all three, because A is not giving me independent cash flow. Now first go with the bottom up test. Now here don't add goodwill in A CGU. A CGU, don't add goodwill if you are going by top-down approach. And when you will go by top-down approach, if CGUs are not independent, but they are dependent. and whole company we will call it as a CGU. There is no active market for A, B, C. And therefore, we are considering large CGU, that is M Enterprise, as a large CGU. Now I will first go with the bottom-up test only. Bottom-up test without goodwill. So what is the difference between above question or ye question mein? Ekdam simple. Here we are going to consider without goodwill, that is carrying amount. And in question number 14, 15 part 1, we will go with the addition of the goodwill. रोजालिन जी समझ में आ रहा है आपको?
Sir,
Now what is the carrying amount of CGUA?
this 1300
Why you are going with 1300? Why we have not added goodwill in this case?
because in top-down test,
Top-down test.
test.
Top-down test goodwill is not added in the
not added in a
individual
single
CGU, but
CGU.
very good. Now what is the recoverable amount? 1350.
1350.
And now it is 1350 means there is no impairment for separate CGU without goodwill. Now I will go with the top-down approach overall CGU. What is the carrying amount, beta? 1300 plus 1200 plus 800?
3300, sir.
3300. And what is the goodwill?
120.
120. So 3300 plus 120. What is the amount? 3420.
What 20?
And what is the recoverable amount?
Sir,
3400.
3400.
So what is the impairment loss?
20, sir.
20. And this is adjusted first against goodwill.
Good.
120 will be adjusted against goodwill, and 120 minus 20, my goodwill I will show 100 in
100.
top-down approach. Now you got the concept.
Yes, sir.
Whether you want to try other question,
Yes, sir.
any difficulty in this, anyone has difficulty. So in top-down approach, first we will go with the bottom-up only without goodwill. And then we will add all assets plus goodwill, compare with the overall recoverable amount, then check the impairment, adjust with against goodwill first. Adjust against goodwill first. Are you ready for bottom-up and top-down test? Should I directly answer, or Rosalinji, you will solve first?
Sir, I will solve first.
Everyone, other students, 5 minutes दीजिए. हाँ, वो तो देना ही पड़ेगा ना बेटा. ठीक है. So anyone has difficulty, raise your hand if you are not getting any concept. So bottom-up test, you will directly focus on A, and top-down test, you will focus on A without goodwill and overall organization including goodwill. Easy है क्या top-down, bottom-up? ठीक है? Everyone is clear? किसी को कोई डिफिकल्टी है क्या? अरे बोलो ना जल्दी. किसी को कोई डिफिकल्टी? Yes, अनिरुद्ध नायर जी. Yes.
अरे एक बार थोड़ा रिपीट कर सकते हैं?
अरे यार अभी आप अभी ज्वाइन हुए क्या?
नहीं सर, आपका आवाज
आपको
कट रहा
जो नहीं, फिर आप एक बार YouTube पे जाके देखिए.
ठीक है सर.
एक बार क्या होगा, वापस रिपीट करने में बहुत टाइम जाएगा. सो नहीं समझा तो स्पेसिफिकली बोलो. आवाज कट रहा है और ये चीजों का थोड़ा सा YouTube पे फोकस करो
ओके
फिर.
सर.
ओके. एक तो मैंने इतना अच्छे से बताया रोजालिन जी कि आपको क्वेरी ही नहीं आ रहा है या कुछ भी नहीं समझा है.
नहीं सर, मैं क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ. इफ देयर इज एनी क्वेरी आई विल आस्क. वो
नहीं नहीं
पहले
नहीं,
वाला सर समझ में आ गया.
एकदम अच्छे से. कुछ भी
सर
क्वेरी नहीं आपको?
नहीं सर.
ठीक है, चलो कोई बात नहीं. स्टार्ट. 5 minutes. चलो. Yes, what is the answer?
सर ए का निकला है 14.
Say 240 crores. Fourteen is the correct answer.
यस सर. और सर टॉप डाउन में 7 आया है.
देखिए, गलत आएगा आपका.
14 है सर ए
नहीं,
का.
करेक्ट है. 240 crores था. Net asset value 72, 48, 24 and 48.
यस 192 सर टोटल.
Total is
192.
192. And why it is useful?
It's for calculation of allocation of goodwill.
Goodwill. He has incurred the loss. Net selling price 71. The value in use is also lower than the
Net selling price. No value carrying amount
So,
sir 70.
recoverable amount is 71. Okay.
Yes.
Carrying amount is given 79, 56, 27 and 53.
Sure.
I will focus only on A. I will add goodwill 16 in the ratio of which ratio?
One sir is 192 by 16 into 72.
16 I will divide in 192 into 72. So what is the total?
Yes, sir.
5.99 आया ना?
5.99. हाँ. 6.
6,
Then 4, then 2, then 4.
2, 4 and 16.
16.
Now what is the recoverable amount of A?
85.
85. Sorry, 85 is a carrying amount after goodwill and recoverable amount is 71.
71. That is
So
4.
14 is my impairment loss.
Yes, sir.
And goodwill 6 crores minus होगा. 6 crores for that CGU and for other assets 8 crores. Now you got this concept.
Yes, sir.
So what is the carrying amount of A? 71.
71.
Correct? And goodwill is 0 for that. 79 minus 8, goodwill is 6 minus 6. Goodwill is 0.
0.
Okay, goodwill 6 था ना पहले.
Yes, sir.
तो 6 का 0 हो जाएगा and 79 minus 8 71 हो जाएगा. Other goodwill will continue 4 to 4. This is called as bottom up approach. Why? Because we focus only on A.
A.
Got the answer?
Yes, sir.
Chat section में देखा ही नहीं मैंने. Many students got the correct answer, no? Yes. Now, Sai Kiranji, do you have any question? It's very simple, 79 and 6. Now, I don't think in this, whether any student find it
Sir,
difficult.
individual asset in block of asset, how to do that impairment of asset loss, sir, that treatment?
Block
For
of asset
block of
concept is not there in accounts. It is only in income tax. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So there is no impairment. Nanda Gopal ji, see, goodwill which is allocated to A is 6. Therefore, total is 85. Out of 85, now your recoverable amount is 71. So you have your impairment loss is 14. And 14 goodwill होगा तो 6 करोड़ इसमें जाएगा और 8 करोड़ का अदर एसेट्स में से जाएगा. समझ में आया?
सर अगर अभी यहाँ पे हम लोग को रिकवरेबल अमाउंट 71 के जगह 75 होता है, देन वो चार चार यहाँ पे हम अलोकेट करते.
गुडविल में से. सिंपल. तो गुडविल will continue with 2 rupees.
With 2 rupees.
And carrying amount will continue with 79 rupees.
79.
Correct है?
Sir.
Other asset part. हाँ. Now, goodwill is not allocable. So 215 आया.
Yes.
Okay. What is the impairment loss. Now first we will do bottom up test without goodwill. Bottom up test without goodwill. So what is my carrying amount? 79.
79.
And what is recoverable amount?
71.
71. So what is my impairment loss?
8.
8. Now impairment loss is 8. Wait. Impairment loss is 8. Now what is top-down approach? Now carrying amount, including goodwill, I will take. Carrying amount, including goodwill. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Carrying amount कितना था? एक सेकंड. एक सेकंड ना. हाँ. What is carrying amount? 79 plus
79
56
56 plus
plus
27
23, 27 plus 53.
192, sir.
190.
Sorry, sir. 79 56 plus 27 plus 53. 1215, sir.
अरे गुडविल अलग से लेंगे बेटा. गुडविल इज 16.
Yes,
करेक्ट
sir.
है.
Yes, sir.
231
Yes, sir.
and total recoverable amount is 215.
15 is 16.
16.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Now out of 16, already you deducted 8 by bottom up test,
Yes. Another 8 will be.
and another 8 I will deduct from goodwill. Okay. So 79, 56, 27, 53, 16. 8 already deducted from
A.
bottom up approach, and remaining 8 it will be from goodwill. So I think you got the different answer.
सर नहीं, कैलकुलेशन में मेरा गलत हो गया था. वहां पे 215 की जगह 208, मतलब वो
Okay.
कमीशन में गलत हो गया था.
Yes. But first 8 आपको करना है bottom up test से, and then remaining part you will go by goodwill.
Yes, sir.
And if goodwill 195 is a recoverable amount, so in that case 215 plus 16, 231, 195, 36. 36. 8 already done.
16 from Goodwill, then 12 from other.
16 from goodwill and other assets. Other CGU, sorry, not other assets. Other CGU. What is the ratio of other CGU, beta? 56 is to 27 is to 53.
53.
We are going to divide over 12 crores in this ratio. In the ratio of 56, 27 and
53.
53. Carrying amount of that basis. Carrying amount of beta. Carrying amount.
Sir.
Not original amount. ये रेशियो में नहीं है.
Sir.
कैरिंग अमाउंट के रेशियो में डिवाइड करना है. कौन से रेशियो में?
Carrying amount.
हाँ, गुडविल fair value ratio on the date of acquisition, and
Yes,
this
sir.
is in the carrying amount. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. So carrying amount क्या था?
79, 56, 27 and 53.
56, 27, 53. ठीक है?
Sir.
So this is something which is new. I think, how many of you got the correct answer for this? See, now I will read the theory for you. परसों आपको नहीं समझ में आया था, वो देखते हैं। ऑर्डर ऑफ एलोकेशन, नो प्रॉब्लम बेटा, नो प्रॉब्लम। नाउ लास्ट वन डिफिकल्टी था, वापस एक बार सी, वापस एक बार, आई विल डू इट हियर ओनली। सी फर्स्ट आई विल डू बॉटम अप टेस्ट। Bottom up test for which asset? A. 79 minus 71 without goodwill, 8 rupees. Correct? Now I will do for top down. Top down, 79 plus 56 plus 27 plus 53 plus goodwill,
231.
16, 231. And overall impairment कितना हुआ?
16.
195. 9 I mean 195 रे, तो वो
हाँ,
easy है ना।
लास्ट वन है, लास्ट वन।
लास्ट अप्रोच में देखेंगे 36, बाकी क्या है उसमें दम ही नहीं है। 36 में से ऑलरेडी 8 इज 8 को माइनस कर दिया, 16 गुडविल उसको माइनस किया, एंड बैलेंस 36 minus 24, 12 in the ratio of carrying amount of the asset, other assets, other CGU. Other CGU means BCD, 56, 27, 53, 53, 136. 12 divided by 136 into 56 is equal to 4.94. 27 is equal to 2.38 and 53 is equal to 4.68, and therefore my carrying amount will be 79 में से 8 जाएगा, 56 में से 4.94, 27 में से 2.38, 4.68 and goodwill 0. Yes. Okay. रोजालिन जी अभी इजी लग रहा है?
सर,
तो टेल मी व्हाट इज द ऑर्डर ऑफ allocation of impairment loss to CGU? Goodwill is not recognized in financial statement.
Goodwill recognized in financial.
Goodwill recognized. Now can you able to understand this chart? देखते हैं। Goodwill not recognized होगा तो in the carrying amount ratio में हो जाएगा, entire reduce impairment loss against that CGU only.
Yes, sir.
Goodwill recognized होगा if impairment loss is less than goodwill, तो reduce from goodwill, करेक्ट है? गुडविल डिवाइड करने के बाद रेशियो में तो गुडविल आएगा, एंड इम्पेयरमेंट लॉस इज ग्रेटर देन, तो फर्स्ट गुडविल को 0 करो एंड देन रिमेनिंग एसेट को रिड्यूस करो। करेक्ट था
सर?
द कैरिंग अमाउंट ऑफ एन एसेट शुड नॉट रिड्यूस बिलो द हाईएस्ट ऑफ सेलिंग प्राइस, वैल्यू इन यूज एंड 0, ये उसका मीनिंग। Bottom up test. Goodwill can be allocated on the reasonable or consistent basis. Then bottom up test only. If you can divide goodwill over these 3 assets, beta Rosalin ji, independently कौन से रेशियो में डिवाइड किया? In which ratio? Fair value on the date of acquisition. Fair value on the date of acquisition. And cannot be allocated on the reasonable basis, then
bottom
up test and top down both. ये तो मैंने बता दिया था। Now see, what is the bottom up test? Determine the carrying amount of goodwill and CGU on the date of acquisition. On the day, sorry, carrying amount तो आपका आ जाएगा वो उस दिन का। Allocate the goodwill on the CGU on a reasonable basis. Now what is the reasonable basis?
fair value base,
fair value ratio of date of acquisition.
date of acquisition.
Bottom up test कर रहे. Now your carrying amount is revised.
Yes, fair value plus carrying cost.
हाँ, fair value plus carrying cost.
Sorry, goodwill plus carrying cost.
हाँ, so this is a question. हाँ, ये देखो, फिर आपने A को, सॉरी, आपने A का क्या किया? कैरिंग अमाउंट बॉटम अप टेस्ट में कैरिंग अमाउंट प्लस गुडविल, उसको
Goodwill.
गुडविल को रीजनेबल बेसिस पे डिवाइड किया.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is your carrying amount,
Carrying.
revised carrying amount. Correct
Revised.
है? Third
Yes,
test
sir.
understood.
Yes, sir.
Now you compared with recoverable amount here.
Yes.
So whatever impairment loss you got, first you adjusted to,
CGU.
अरे CGU नहीं, goodwill.
Sorry, sir. Goodwill.
Impairment loss, first you adjusted 14 against
Goodwill.
Goodwill.
Then asset.
and then
Other
reducing
assets.
from the assets. Okay.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, and फिर other assets होगा तो नहीं, अभी यहाँ पे गलत हुआ है. Reduce impairment loss from the carrying amount of assets in CGU, not on the pro rata basis. ये लाइन गलत है. Carrying amount of the CGU.
CGU.
Here, when you are specifically doing, so you will deduct only from A, no? Slide
Yes, sir.
number वरचा photo घेऊन टाक. Not on pro rata basis. Only carrying amount of that asset. Okay.
Sir.
And then any balance, yeah, you won't understand it. I will explain it later on. Understood it?
Expense of.
समझ नहीं आया था पर सुन के अच्छा लगा था उस दिन. अभी
नहीं,
समझ
आज
में आया क्या?
समझ में आया.
आज समझ में आया ना? चलो. सी, ठीक है, अभी एग्जांपल की जरूरत नहीं है. You already understood it now. Top-down approach. Determine the carrying amount of the goodwill and CGU. Carrying amount and CGU, correct है? Before goodwill. Before goodwill का ये. Identify smallest CGU to which goodwill is actually not allocable. Smallest CGU को हम लोग goodwill add नहीं करते हैं. Allocate the goodwill only to larger CGU. Okay. So इधर हमारा not allocable होगा. Then revise carrying amount of larger CGU. Then determine recoverable amount of CGU. CGU का ही determine किया था ना हमने. 215 recoverable amount of CGU. And then
ये वहां पे टोटल का किए थे ना हमने.
हाँ, और उसके बाद whatever the impairment loss we first adjusted towards goodwill,
larger CGU.
reduce the carrying amount.
Sir.
नहीं, impairment loss first यहां पे करना था adjust against asset under impairment, जहां पे अपने बॉटम अप टेस्ट से लाया था उसको. बॉटम अप टेस्ट. Then second one you will reduce against
Goodwill.
CGU and reduce carrying amount of larger CGU, other assets, carrying amount of other assets. On pro rata basis, और वो basis था carrying amount of assets, not fair value of the assets. Pro rata basis is a carrying amount of asset. आया समझ में? देखो, सबसे पहले 8 के अगेंस्ट एडजस्ट किया ना आपने, बॉटम अप टेस्ट. देन 16 and then you adjusted against carrying amount of other assets. Easy है क्या अभी?
सर
अरे easy है. और ये लास्ट वाला नहीं. अभी ये भी तुम समझ गए, बराबर है?
सर
यस, इजी था. Now you solve this question, very easy. Now solve this question. 3 minutes you have, 3 minutes. Only 3 minutes, huh? Okay. Yes, Rodalin ji, पहले केस में 9 lakhs
9 lakh plus 27, sir.
say 27, so your answer is 36.
Minus 30.
Carrying amount, your recoverable amount is 30.
30.
Therefore, impairment loss is 6.
6 lakhs.
Now you will adjust it against goodwill first.
6 lakhs.
Against goodwill only.
Yes.
So you will continue with the revised carrying amount. Goodwill 3 and other assets 27. So 30 rupees.
7 to 10.
Correct. Goodwill 9 में से 6 चला गया.
Yes, sir.
Now in second case, carrying amount is 36 and 24 is your. So rupees 12 lakhs is the impairment loss.
Yes.
Out of this goodwill का 9 गया और 3 other part का गया. So goodwill now 0 and 24 is other assets.
Other assets.
And now negative 2 lakhs. See, one sentence हमने छोड़ दिया था. So we will not record impairment loss. ये देखो, we won't record impairment loss more than 0, but we will record it as a provision with other accounting standard. What we can record it as? Provision against other accounting standard. So एक लाइन मैंने आपको बोला था, मैं बाद में एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ.
एक्सपेंस ऑफ वाला सीन जुलाई.
Any balance is to be recognized in impairment loss as a liability. So impairment loss, if you are recording above 0, then it will be covered other accounting standard. By other accounting standard, in AS29, we will see that. In AS29. So impairment loss cannot exceed 0. And if you want to show it exceeding 0, so you have to record it as a liability with another accounting standard. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
एक दूसरा क्वेश्चन देता हूं आपको. नहीं हो गया. इम्पेयरमेंट ऑलमोस्ट डन. इजी था इम्पेयरमेंट बेटा ऑफ सीजीयू.
पहला दिन सर बाउंस कर गया था, आज समझ में आया.
Yes, anyone has difficulty beta in for impairment, because see this is very technical session actually. ये सेशन जो है आज का सेशन is a very highest level session because I made it very simple by doing some steps. But if you read it from any bare text or study material, it was really very difficult. And सबसे कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर करने वाला क्वेश्चन जो है ना, वो आपका क्वेश्चन नंबर, मैंने जो एडिशनल क्वेश्चन डाला ना 16, इसमें पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर होता है. दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन विच विल रिवाइज यूर ईच एंड एवरी कॉन्सेप्ट इन डिटेल. ये क्वेश्चन था, ये बोल सकते हो मास्टर क्वेश्चन, बाप क्वेश्चन. ओके, सो ये क्वेश्चन है सबसे बढ़िया क्वेश्चन. मास्टर क्वेश्चन इज दैट. And if you can able to solve this question 16, it is giving you 100% conceptual clarity. What if the bottom up test is also showing impairment loss? What if your carrying amount is over, goodwill is over? In that case, how to use other assets CGU and how to divide that loss? So both easy tha. CGU I made it very simple. Okay, ऐसा मुझे लगता है कि मैंने बहुत सिंपल किया आपके लिए. Almost I spent more than 6 to 7 hours to select the question from different materials, and now I think it is simple. Otherwise, if you read it from only bare text, it is very difficult.
सर आप जो बीओएस के पोर्टल में है, वहां पे 4 अक्टूबर तक ही, मतलब आपके जो नोट्स है और असाइनमेंट्स है वो 4 अक्टूबर का है, उसके बाद का सर नहीं है
ठीक
क्वेश्चंस
है.
अगर सर.
मेरा बंदा जो है वो बहुत दिनों से ऑफिस नहीं आया है, मैं आज अपलोड कर देता हूँ.
सर
वो बहुत दिन से ऑफिस पर्सन आया नहीं है, आज मैं ट्राई करता हूँ पूरा का पूरा ये करना.
सर थैंक यू सर.
27, 9 and 36. 36 and recoverable amount is 30. Then 6 is adjusted against goodwill. Then carrying amount is 27 only and goodwill का 3 हो जाएगा, तो 30 will be answer. In situation 2, 36 is the carrying amount already calculated, 24, 12. Goodwill is 9 and other assets is 3. So 24 will be the carrying amount of CGU, goodwill is 0 and 24 is the impairment. And last situation 36 minus 10, 38. 38 में से goodwill 9 कम होगा, asset 27 and provision is 2 lakhs. So go by line approach. So it is very simple. And other question beta you can do by your own. वो बहुत ही simple है. After break nahi, otherwise you can solve in the break this question. Reversal is what? Reversal means, yes, Sai Charanji. What is the question? If you have any question, raise your hand.
Sir, in that case 2, sir, situation 2, in that question,
Which situation?
last question, sir. We have 3 situations, right? Impairment loss is 24, 12
Okay.
lakhs. In that carrying amount, sir, we have 12 lakhs of impairment loss. 9 lakhs will be adjusted to goodwill,
Bola.
and 3 lakhs will be adjusted to other assets. Means,
Huh?
then carrying amount should reduce, right, sir?
Right.
Carrying amount should reduce, right, sir? Hello.
Right.
Hello.
Bhakto. Yes.
Hi, sir.
One more time. Sorry.
That's it. Okay, sir.
What?
That 12 lakhs impairment
2 lakhs impairment.
in 12 lakhs, sir. In scenario 2, a carrying amount should reduce, right, sir?
Carrying amount is maximum
Situation
36.
2, sir.
Maximum 36. But
Situation
impairment
2,
loss
sir.
is.
Situation 2, sir, I am asking. There, sir. There. Carrying amount is 24 after impairment loss. Carrying amount after calculation. 24 minus 3 has to be there, sir.
Yes. 27 minus 3.
This
No?
3 lakhs has to. Okay, sir.
27 is my asset value, carrying amount. And 9 rupees is goodwill amount. So that is my 36 is the balance, correct?
Okay, fine. Got
And
confused.
goodwill will be
Okay,
deducted 9 and 27 minus 3.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Now what is impairment? Reversal. Last concept. Reversal means what? You deducted that balance. Okay. You deducted that balance. And after that, it is indicator that asset is now increasing. There is upward revaluation. So you already impaired the asset and then you understood, array, after certain years, 2-3 years, that your asset balance is increasing. So you already did. So directly revaluation surplus में नहीं जाएगा. First you will, whatever the impaired, you have to reverse it and then credit to revaluation surplus. You got the concept? For example, suppose my asset previously it was 100. Then my recoverable amount is 70. So 30. 30 is my impairment loss, correct? Now my asset balance is 105. Then first I should reverse profit and loss. So now 70 ka 105 means there is increase in 35. But out of that 30 I already reduced from P&L. So now I increase it from P&L and 5 rupees I will transfer to revaluation surplus. Got the concept? Easy. So second time it is upward revaluation. So in case of reversal, for prior period, it should be reverse. And then you will determine the carrying amount. For individual asset, you understood it. First, impairment loss, return up to P&L. Then the reversal is also, you will show income in the P&L only. मतलब 30 P&L में जाएगा. And extra आपका revaluation. And cash generating units में ये pro rata basis पे. So we'll solve one question for cash generating unit. You will solve. I'm giving you time. Reversal of impairment. We'll do this question exactly at 8:15 minutes का break ले लेते हैं. 8:40 is okay. ये क्वेश्चन स्क्रीन पे ही रहेगा. exactly after 8:35, 8:35 रहने दे, नहीं 8:40, ठीक है चलो. 8:40 means total I am giving you 25 minutes, 10 minutes for solving and for break 15 minutes. Okay, चलो. So we'll meet at 8:40. 8:40 को हम लोग मिलेंगे. ठीक है, ब्रेक नहीं होगा, सो स्क्रीन वही रहेगा. यस, ब्रेक आफ्टर दिस, आफ्टर सॉल्विंग यू कैन टेक अ ब्रेक. नहीं तो ब्रेक नहीं लिया तो भी फर्क नहीं पड़ता आपको. चलो ठीक है, 8:40. अशोक जी ब्रेक मत देना, स्क्रीन चालू रखना, स्क्रीन चालू रखना. यस, मैं 8:40 को ज्वाइन करता हूँ. काल रात्रभर होते ना म्हणून त्याने फक्त त्यांच्या खिशातच राहिलं. काल काय त्याच्या चेक करतो.
गया है लाइन को नहीं है गया है मैंने देखा है देख ये तो रेड आ रही है
कहाँ आ रही है?
ये पे भी कौन दिखती है तो चश्मा ला
तू ते बदल चलो बेटा exactly at 8:40 we are starting. Is it difficult or easy? Let's check the answer. How many of you got the correct answer? Answer is carrying amount is impairment loss is 1.85 and you will adjust it against goodwill 1 and 0.85 against identifiable assets. Now I will tell you this provision. Okay. So see this provision now. चलो आ गए क्या ब्रेक लेके सब? Study mat questions are very simple. If you solve all these extra questions, study mat questions is nothing. Okay. K Limited is engaged in the business of on Monday. Yes, now actually Diwali festival is going to start, but we do not have holidays. I think we have lecture on Monday also, Wednesday also. Friday is dicey actually, because on Lakshmi Pujan, I don't know exactly whether it is on 31st or 1st. तो थोड़ा सा डाइसी है. तो बेटा yes, this Diwali festival, I don't think we are going to celebrate it because we have lecture on each and every day. So only one holiday is there. I think on Thursday only. Otherwise, all days you have session. Okay, so enjoy your holidays with me. Second one, those students who are appearing for January exam but still attending these batches, but I will try my best to complete S15 before January. So it will be very, I don't know exactly whether I will get these liability-based accounting standards or not, because schedule is not yet uploaded. But I think liability-based standards are with me only. Remaining standards other faculty will take. So मैं वो मुझे पता नहीं है exactly कौन लेने वाला है कौन नहीं लेने वाला. But yes, asset-based standards and liability-based standards I am going to take. So accounting standards almost we have completed. 1 we have completed, 2 we have completed, cash flow statement is remaining, 4, 5 remaining, 7 remaining, 9 remaining because revenue based standard में आता है, 10 completed, 11 remaining, 12 remaining, 13 investment completed, 14 amalgamation is a separate chapter, employee benefits is liability based, 16 completed, segment reporting completed, 18 completed, 19 remaining, that we are going to start from Monday. दिवाली में हम लोग leases ही पढ़ेंगे. 20 completed, 21, 23 and 27 are interrelated. 22 is remaining, 24, 23, 24 completed, 25 completed, 26 with, yes, we are going to complete it after leases. 27 interrelated to consolidation, 28 we have completed and 29 is liability based. मतलब almost 50 plus syllabus is completed. Accounting standard का. Okay, बहुत vast syllabus है, I know that. But you can see these wordings are interrelated. These chapters are interrelated. Okay. If you want to discuss some other issues also, if you cannot manage your study, if you are not studying minimum 7 to 8 hours, but if your dreams are big, you have to study hard in these 4 months. If your exam is in May, don't think about your, memory. Yes. If you are not revising it for minimum 4 to 5 times, everything what you read is back of the mind में हमारे रहता है. But you will feel like कि मुझे कुछ याद ही नहीं आ रहा है. It is very normal with all students. But in last 2 months, you can recall everything better. So don't worry. So all subjects manage नहीं होता है तो see बेटा, you manage only 4 subjects one time. Okay. If you think you are strong in theory, you can do it afterwards. So you can start with only 4 practical subjects. If you think in direct tax, I will do it later on, or accounts, I will do it later on. It's okay. But accounts, costing, FM are practical subjects. My suggestion to you, don't start costing and FM together. Either you start with accounts plus FM combination, or you start with the costing plus FM combination. So my best combination is accounts plus FM plus law audit. Out of law and audit, you start with only law, and then audit you can do it after December. So कोई भी एक सब्जेक्ट जो है ना वो आप बाद में कीजिए. मतलब you can do it in recording also, or you can we will start with the September session. At that time you can complete that live lectures, okay, for second subject, any subject. But at a time either start with audit or start with law. It's my personal suggestion. I'm not saying कि आपको क्या करना है, it's your decision. But attending for more than 8 hours, that screen time is also a big time for you. So it's very difficult. So I will suggest you go with accounts FM option or costing and FM option. If you think accounting is a huge subject, so it needs minimum 4 to 5 months to finish it off. Okay, so accounts बहुत huge है. तो you manage in that way. Audit law का भी combination, if it is not possible, but at least you understood it now. In 2 months you're done your planning, and you want to discuss some planning with me. Yes, I will give you 10 minutes at the end of this session. Suppose if we completed these all questions, so we'll give you some guidance for study also. Okay, तो आप क्या manage करो क्या नहीं करो for May exam. But students, remember, you cannot give any excuse to yourself for next 6 months. Okay, दिवाली है, एक दिन वो enjoy कीजिए. But एक दिवाली celebrate नहीं किया तो नहीं होगा. Theory is hard as compared to practical. No dear. 5 pages in a day. It's okay, beta. Okay, Sai Kiran is asking me, what is the question? Block means what? I don't understand. Block means if you are saying plant and machinery, all plant and machinery together is called as block. So block concept is not in accounts. ठीक है, हम लोग देखते हैं उसको. ठीक है भाई, चलिए तो स्टार्ट करते हैं. Block is in PGBP. Yes, beta. It is not over here. K Limited is engaged in the business of generally creating hybrid rice and other food products and manufacturing. A major portion of output is exported. ठीक है. During April 2011, to support its activity, the company had acquired a R&D cum manufacturing plant in Karnataka for a total consideration of 7.5 crores. Identifiable asset is 5 crores and goodwill is 2.5 crores. Correct? Balance is amortized over 5 years and useful life. So balance means of goodwill. Goodwill कितना है? 2.5 crores. Will be divided over 5 years. Correct? And plant कितना है? 5 crores. It will be divided over 20 years. April 2011. Then in March 2014, government had sworn it and put a restriction on export, and this leads to impairment of KA's asset. After how many years? After 3 years. Correct hai? And your recoverable amount is 3.4 crores. So depreciation balance you will find out after 3 years. 12, 13, 14, 12, 13, 14. So what is my impairment loss? See beta. What is my asset balance in April? 2.5, 5 and 7.5. Say yes or no. How many years we have completed? 3 years, no? 2 years कहाँ से हुआ बेटा? आपने 2 years लिया क्या? हाँ. 2.5 divided by 5 into 3 and 5 divided by 20 into 3. So my depreciation is, someone is asking me, Nitin Prajapati, sir, goodwill 2.5 कैसे आया बेटा? You paid 7.5 crores. Out of that, your identifiable asset is 5. See, 7.5 minus 5, it is 2.5. You can do it on Calci. नितिन जी क्या कर रहे हो आप लाइफ में बेटा? बहुत सिंपल कैलकुलेशन है. ठीक है, समटाइम्स सिंपल ऑल्सो वी थिंक इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट. इट्स ओके. तो सिंपल था बहुत ही. सो व्हाट इज योर टोटल एसेट्स बेटा? 5.25 था. एंड व्हाट इज रिकवरेबल अमाउंट? 3.4. सो टोटल इंपेयरमेंट लॉस कितना हुआ? 1.85. What you deducted? Yes, 1.85. From where you will deduct it first? So first I will use goodwill 0 करूंगा and 0.85 will be the balance. So what is my carrying amount after this? 3.4. Any difficulty? तो पहले किसको यूज करूंगा मैं? Goodwill. And then 0.85 from identifiable asset. शायद से आपने ये नहीं किया होगा. 80% of you can do this. It's very simple. आया था क्या आपको? Divide ही नहीं किया. So we got 1.85, but we have not divided it. Okay. ठीक है. So 3.54 हुआ. Now carrying amount of the asset is 3.4. Say now after 2 years you depreciated. In March 2016, you reversed it. So you continue with 3.4 and now your asset life is 17 years. Why? Because out of 20 years, 3 years already completed. So we have now only 17 years and multiplied by 2 years, we have completed. So 3.4 divided by 17 into 2. ये आया था क्या? आया? ठीक है, 3 है. हाँ, now you have to check if there is no impairment. If there is no impairment, then you will continue with 4.25 and your depreciation is continuing with the 0.75 for 3 years. So 0.25 for 1 year. So 0.25 and 0.25. Your goodwill is 0. Goodwill is 0 after 5 years. Okay, because already 3 years completed and you left with 2 years. So that is also completed. So goodwill will be 0. But what will be your carrying amount? See, 5 rupees का asset था. 5 rupees के ऊपर 5 years completed out of 20 years. So what is the depreciation for 5 years? 5 divided by 20 into 5. So 1.25 is deducted and your balance might be 3.75. यदि impairment नहीं होता था, if there is no impairment, so your asset, you are continuing with 3.75. समझ में आया क्या आपको? ये नहीं समझा लगता है. हाँ, ये किया नहीं वो बात अलग है, पर ये करना था. So you are continuing with 3 rupees, but if there is no impairment, तो आपने कितने से कंटिन्यू किया होता? 3.75. तो आपने कितना मैक्सिमम रिवर्स करना है? 0.75. And now what is your recoverable amount? 4.27. तो आपको रिवर्स कितना करना है? 1.27 आपका बढ़ रहा है, बट मैक्सिमम कितना रिवर्स करोगे? 0.75, whichever is lower. Whichever is lower. And you will continue with 3.75. So students, this is how you have to solve this question. One more time. See, starting में कितना asset था? 5. We'll do revision. 5, 2.5, 7.5. Correct? I won't write all names. कितना years complete हुआ? 3 years. 3 years का life 5 divided by 5 into 3. नहीं, sorry. इसका 20 था. And 3 years completed. And here 2.5 divided by 5 into 3. So ये कितना आया? 5 by 20 into 3.75 depreciation. So carrying amount is 4.25. I divided by 5 into 3, 1.5. So you are continuing with 1. कुछ गलत हुआ है क्या? 5.25. What is your recoverable amount? This is carrying amount. 3.40. तो आपका रिवर्स कितना किया आपने? 1.85 is impairment loss. पहले किसके अगेंस्ट एडजस्ट किया? 1.85 other assets. So you will continue with ये 1.85. तो ये आपका 0 और ये 3.4 is other assets. करेक्ट? अभी मैं other assets के साथ ही कंटिन्यू करूंगा. 3.4. Now how many years we have completed? 2 years out of 17. So what is my balance? So my asset balance is 3. अभी इसकी रिकवरेबल अमाउंट कितनी हो गई? 4.27. तो कितने से इंक्रीज हुआ? 1.27. What is the balance that I have shown? 3.4 और ये मैं 3 पे आया. करेक्ट है? If there is no impairment, तो ये 4.25 को मैं आगे कंटिन्यू करता था, बराबर है। इफ देर इज नो इम्पेयरमेंट, तो और मेरे 2 साल कंप्लीट हुए रहते, 0.75 फॉर 3 years, तो और 2 साल के लिए 0.5 लिखू, तो 3.75, और ये 1 कम हो गया रहता 0, तो गुडविल तो 0 हो गया होता, बट माई एसेट इज 3.75, एंड व्हाट इज टुडेज एसेट वैल्यू 3, मतलब 0.75 से ये एसेट बढ़ता था, मैक्सिमम मैक्सिमम इंक्रीज होता था 0.75. So now I will continue whichever is lower, 1.27 and 0.75. So I will continue with 0.75. Got the concept? This is a presentation. Now in second case, if recoverable amount is 3.5, what is the recoverable amount? हाँ, तो 3.75, तो अपना रिवर्स कितना होगा? सी, ये इधर 3.5 बोल रहे, तो 0.5 और 75 whichever is lower. So you will continue with 0.5. So your carrying amount will be 3.5. Easy था? Whichever is lower ना? तो 0.75 there is maximum you can reverse it. और आपका इम्पेयरमेंट रिवर्स कितना करना है? 0.5. whichever is lower, तो 0.5 और 0.75 कौन सा आया? नहीं समझ आ गया ये मुन्ना? हाँ ठीक है. Actually this question is not there in syllabus. ठीक है, आप लोग ये ट्राई करो, आज इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो. एंड वन क्वेश्चन मैंने होमवर्क में दिया था ना बेटा, हैव यू सॉल्व दैट क्वेश्चन? भूल गए? फोर नंबर. सो फोर्थ का आंसर सी. In the first year, they have given you inflows of 9, 3, 6, 5.5, and 5. And thereafter decline in the growth. So 9 lakhs, 900. I have not taken all digits, 9 lakhs, 8 lakhs, 600, 500, 50, and 500. And after that 10% decrease. So 450. After that 450 में 20% decrease. Then 30% decrease. Then 40% decrease. And then 60% decrease. And at the end you are getting the salvage value, and your discounting factor is 10% का discounting factor, up to 3 digits I have taken, and you got this answer 3297.87. okay, this is how you have to solve that VIU, value in use. Then impairment loss. Impairment loss, I will calculate carrying amount. It is given in the question, and net selling price 2,500 into 20%. Value in use as above. Higher of that is 3297.87, and impairment loss is 202.13. How many of you got the correct answer? 202.13 of fourth sum. Where you made a mistake? हार्दिक जी कहां पे मिस्टेक किया आपने? You got the correct answer. Very good beta. You can take all digits, 9 lakhs, 8 lakhs. I use the 3 zeros मैंने कम किए, but you can go with all digits also. हार्दिक जी आपका सही आया आंसर. Only one student got the correct answer. हार्दिक जी बोलिए.
सर मेरे ना वैल्यू इन यूज में गलती आया, बाकी ठीक करा था. वैल्यू इन यूज में यहाँ पे मिस्टेक पर. बाकी ये
क्या
फिगर्स वगैरह सारी सही ली है, ये कैलकुलेशन एरर था.
कहाँ पे कैलकुलेशन एरर हुआ?
ये मल्टीप्लाई करने में सर. ये फिगर्स सही लिए मैंने, फिगर्स में गलती नहीं की.
इसमें कौन गलती करता है भाई?
पता नहीं सर, गलती से हो गया. अब कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूँ तो बस ये थोड़ा सा पार्ट गलत हो गया, बाकी ठीक कर दिया.
कोई बात नहीं.
सर
कैसे लगा ये ओवरऑल स्टैंडर्ड आपको?
सर अच्छा लगा.
इजी था क्या डिफिकल्ट था?
सर डिफिकल्ट था, ये वाला डिफिकल्ट था, लेकिन अब थोड़ा सही हो गया.
बॉटम अप टॉप डाउन इजी था एकदम अभी.
अब इजी है सर, अब ठीक है.
एक बार प्रैक्टिस करो. ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना बेटा आप लोग. टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन. विल डिस्कस इट इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. And I am going to take now study mat questions. How many of you have already attended last batch ka session or watched the last batch ka session of AS28? How many of you watched AS28 of last batch? Niruji, Pooja ji. Niruji, whether there is any difference in this batch or last batch questions, concepts?
इसमें थोड़ा सा ज्यादा समझ में आ गया लास्ट में.
इसमें आपको और बेहतर तरीके से समझा. क्या बेहतर तरीके से समझा आपको?
ये जो सारे क्वेश्चंस है वो समझ में आ गए.
आई थिंक लास्ट बैच में बॉटम अप और टॉप डाउन मैंने इतना डिटेल में नहीं लिया था.
यस सर.
ये बैच में लिया ऐसा मुझे
Yes.
लगता है. पूजा जी, व्हाट इज योर एक्सपीरियंस?
Yes, sir. In this batch, more clarity
Okay.
than other than before.
Now you understood everything. And
Yes.
in this batch, one more point. Institute has given me more time. So I have taken extra questions also in the class. Chalo. So now it's time to do illustrations. Now ये illustration मुझे थोड़ा सा है ना जचा नहीं है. मतलब लैंग्वेज का प्रॉब्लम हुआ. So what you have to do? Ergo Limited gives you the following estimated cash flows. So instead of that, you can call it as 2021. So here you can write 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 26. Residual value is given in 26. And property, plant and equipment on 1st January 2000. ये कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. But it is nothing but it is previous year of 2020. Okay. So that is 2019. It is given at the end. 20XX is immediately preceding the 2020. So ये language थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है. So this is the on 1st January 2019. And net selling price on 21 is 20,000 lakhs. You're doing this accounting on 21. So you can replace this year like this and depreciation for 22. How I am going to solve this question, beta? See presentation. Presentation देखिए. First you calculate carrying amount of the asset on 2021. 2021 का carrying amount. What is the cost of my asset in 19? 40,000. कितना years का depreciation होगा? 2 years. Now 2 years depreciation 40,000 minus 1,000 is a residual value. Divided by 8 years. And how many years we have completed? 2 years. So 40,000 minus 1,000 divided by 8 into 2. So आंसर कितना आया? हाँ बोलिए ना, अरे करो तो सही यार, हर चीज मुझे ही बतानी पड़ती, कॉन्फिडेंस ही नहीं है। करो बिंदास। हाँ 10,000, 39, इधर मैंने कैलकुलेशन लिखा हुआ है, 39,000 डिवाइड बाई 8 इंटू 2, 10,000 आ रहा है। रेसिडुअल वैल्यू माइनस नहीं किया। 40,000 minus 9,750. So what is my carrying amount? 30,250. What is the cost of capital rate? 15%. So 25,370 by, sorry, 21 है ना, 3 साल का डेप्रिसिएशन लेना था। My mistake. 3 years, because 19, 20 and 21, 3 years are completed. It's my mistake. Again, 40,000 minus 9,750 into 3. Sorry, 40,000 minus 1,000 into divided by 8 into 3. 14,625. 25. This is a carrying amount. Correct? 25,375. Correct है? Carrying amount got? Yes, sir. Value in use कैसे निकालेंगे? 3 digits ले लेना. 1 divided by 1.15. 3 digits ले लीजिए. 87 लीजिए. 0.756. 6,578. 0.572. No, here you will take 5,000. Residual value add करोगे. Residual value add करोगे and your factor is 0.4978. 7 है ना, 8 कहां से आया? 7, but you will multiply by 5,000. चलो, now use memory plus function. मेमोरी को क्लियर करो. 4,000 into 0.87 memory plus, 6,000 into 0.756 memory plus, 6,000 into 0.658 memory plus, 8,000 into 0.572 memory plus, and 4,000 into 0.497 memory plus. memory recall 5,000 लेना था. कितना आया मेमोरी रिकॉल करके? 5,000 लेके 19,000 ले लो ना, एक्स्ट्रा 1,000 ले लो सिर्फ. 19,025 आना चाहिए. वैल्यू इन यूज 19,025. Now what is recoverable amount? Net selling price is 20,000. 20,000 or 1905, whichever is higher. So 20,000. And what is impairment loss? 5,375. 5,375. 20,000, 5,375. And what is the recoverable amount अभी? नया carrying amount is 20,000. And next year का depreciation 20,000 minus 1,000. और 8 years का life था तो 3 years completed. So now how many years left? 5 years. So 20,000 minus 1,000 divided by 5, 3,800. इतना मस्त presentation करो, you will get the answer. Easy था ये question. First question completed. Move to second question. Carrying amount 100 lakhs. Residual value 5 years. Sorry, useful life 5 years. Residual value 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs इसमें ऐड करना भूलना मत. लास्ट ईयर में ऐड कर देना वो 25. फ्यूचर कैश फ्लोज आर गिवन. इसका यूज क्या होगा? फ्यूचर कैश फ्लोज का व्हाट वी कैन कैलकुलेट? वैल्यू इन यूज 0.909, 0.826. For more in FM normally I am telling you to use 4 digits. पर इधर मैं आपको 3 digits ही बोलूंगा. It's okay. And 0.621. मल्टीप्लाई कीजिए 50 into 0.909 memory plus 30 into 0.826 memory plus 30 into 0.751 memory plus 20 into 0.683 memory plus and 25 into 0.621 memory plus. Memory recall 1 to 1.945. And what is your recoverable amount is 60, whichever is higher. Yes. So they ask you about recoverable amount and value in use only. Easy. Third question. बस इतू से क्वेश्चन है, कुछ है ही नहीं. चलो इलस्ट्रेशन 3. डिफिकल्ट है क्या इजी है? एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस के बाद इजी है ना ये? आफ्टर एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस इजी होने चाहिए. Yes. Yes. Now I am asking you questions. Those students who want to answer, raise your hand. रीड करना है जिनको जिनको भी रीड करना है अच्छे से. नंदा गोपाल जी, खुशी को रीड करने दो आज. खुशी बेटा रीड कर. हाँ जी. हाँ, बैकग्राउंड नॉइज मत होने दीजिए, बस उतना केयर लीजिए. हाँ जी
G
बोलिए.
Limited acquired a machine on 1st April 2000 for rupees 7 crore that had an
2020 कर दूं बेटा इसको, तो इजी
yes.
जाएगा, वो बाद में समझ में नहीं आता. हाँ
1st
जी.
April 2020 for 7 crores that had an estimated useful life for 7 years.
तो 7 years लाइफ है, तो डेप्रिसिएशन कितना आएगा बेटा हर साल का?
1 crores.
1 rupees, 1 rupee depreciation on 1st April 24. मतलब आफ्टर हाउ मेनी इयर्स बेटा?
4 years.
आफ्टर 4 years. तो 4 years के बाद मशीन की वैल्यू कैरिंग अमाउंट कितनी होनी चाहिए थी? 7 minus 4 depreciation ना.
3
तो
crores.
3 rupees is your carrying amount. 4 साल का 4 रुपए depreciation, correct? 4 rupees depreciation for 4 years. So after 4 years your carrying amount is 3 rupees.
Yes, sir.
And you continued with showing 5.1, मतलब S10 is applicable over here. S10 क्या बोलता है? 3 का 5.1 हुआ तो एसेट इंक्रीज करोगे, एंड सेकंड इफेक्ट कहां पे दोगे?
Revaluation.
रिवैल्यूएशन सरप्लस 2.1 और रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व 2.1, करेक्ट?
Yes.
एंड इट इज क्रेडिटेड टू रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व. अभी 2006 में देयर इज इम्पेयरमेंट, ओके, एंड रिवर अभी 2 point. Now your see your asset is showing 5.1.
Yes.
Revised carrying amount. And after how many years beta? 26 means 24
2 years.
by and 25 26. ओके. हाँ, सो डेप्रिसिएशन अभी आपका 5.1 डिवाइड बाय 3 into 2.
3.4.
So your depreciation is out.
3.4.
See beta. Now out of 5.1, I will break this 5.1. If you continue with your carrying amount is 3, correct?
Yes.
And 2.1. And see this total is 5.10. Okay. Now this 5.10 will be कितना साल चलने वाला है अभी? 3 years into 2. 2 years are complete. नहीं, 2 years ही ना. हाँ, तो कितना हुआ बेटा?
3.4.
3.4. So you left with 1.7. But if you are done depreciation from revaluation reserve account, out of this original cost कितना था? तो
ओरिजिनल
इसका तो 2 ही
सेकंड।
आएगा ना बेटा, 2 रुपए ही ना। ओरिजिनल इस पे 1 रुपी डिप्रिसिएशन था, तो
यस
एक्स्ट्रा 1.4 डिप्रिसिएशन कहां से कम होगा? रिवैल्यूएशन में से। ओके, गॉट दी कॉन्सेप्ट? नहीं समझा? खुशी?
नो सर।
नहीं समझा, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं। सी बेटा, यूर कैरिंग अमाउंट रिवैल्यूएशन हुआ एंड दिस इज योर न्यू वैल्यू। न्यू वैल्यू मीन्स रिवैल्यूड वैल्यू। कैरिंग अमाउंट 3 था, एग्रीड?
यस सर।
और हमारी रिवैल्यूड वैल्यू कितनी हुई थी बेटा? 5.1, मतलब कितने से बढ़ गया? 2.1।
2.1।
अभी 4 इयर्स की, 7 इयर्स की लाइफ थी, ऑलरेडी 4 इयर्स कंप्लीटेड, सो यू कंटिन्यूड विथ 3 इयर्स, मतलब 3 इयर्स बचे।
यस सर।
आउट ऑफ दैट 2 इयर्स कंप्लीटेड आफ्टर रिवैल्यूएशन, मतलब रिवैल्यूएशन के बाद। सी क्या हुआ, व्हेन यू स्टार्टेड यूर एसेट, कब लिया था? 2020 में आपने एसेट लिया था। फिर आपने रिवैल्यूएशन कब किया बेटा? 1/4/2024 को आपने रिवैल्यूएशन किया, मतलब 20-21, 21-22, 22-23, 23-24, 4 साल आपने निकाल दिए और फिर रिवैल्यूएशन किया, तो ये 4 इयर्स कंप्लीट हुए। तो बचे कितने इयर्स बेटा?
3 years।
अभी 31 मार्च 2026 को आपने इम्पेयरमेंट किया, मतलब आफ्टर कितने इयर्स बेटा यहां से आगे? 2 इयर्स। अभी भी 1 साल लाइफ बाकी है। ओके, अभी भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा है?
सर अभी समझ आ गया।
हाँ, सो अभी ये 5.1 का लाइफ बचे हुए 3 साल थे,
यस सर। और
एंड यू
2
हैव
years।
कंप्लीटेड 2 इयर्स,
यस।
मतलब 3.4 हुआ ये।
हम्म।
रिवैल्यूएशन भी अभी 3 इयर्स का होगा, 2 इयर्स कंप्लीटेड, मतलब ये 1.4 हुआ, और ये 3 इयर्स का 3 इयर्स लाइफ एंड 2 इयर्स कंप्लीटेड, तो इसमें 2 रुपए का डिप्रिसिएशन गया, तो आपका बचा 1 रुपया, यहाँ पे 0.7, ये 1.7।
यस सर।
अभी इंपेयरमेंट कितना हुआ?
79।
0.79। 0.79 is the carrying amount, revised carrying amount,
यस
and this
सर।
is 1.7 is carrying amount. So whatever impairment loss कितना हुआ आपका?
0.91।
अब ये 0.91 पहले किसके अगेंस्ट एडजस्ट करोगे?
Valuation।
रिवैल्यूएशन, तो बचा कितना? 0.21। So your carrying amount is, it's same like goodwill बेटा, गुडविल में किया था ना हमने, तो फर्स्ट
यस।
एडजस्ट थ्रू रिवैल्यूएशन। नाउ देयर आर टू स्कूल ऑफ थॉट्स। अभी हमने इधर रिवैल्यूएशन कम किया, सम पीपल reduces only carrying amount. Okay, they are depreciating it through P&L, they are not depreciating it through revaluation. हमने रिवैल्यूएशन को डेबिट दिया ना, 1.4 रिड्यूस मींस रिवैल्यूएशन वी हैव क्रेडिटेड and you debited revaluation part. Okay,
Yes।
and therefore your revaluation is showing 0.7, but it might happen that your revaluation is showing 2.1 if you debited P&L account. जब आपने 1.4, instead of debiting revaluation, where you debited? P&L.
Carrying amount।
नहीं नहीं बेटा, आपने, हाँ, मतलब 1.4 रिवैल्यूएशन को डेबिट नहीं देते हुए P&L को डेबिट दिया, ये भी करेक्ट ट्रीटमेंट है एज पर एस 10। ओके, बट हमारी इंस्टीट्यूट ने जो आंसर दिया है वो आपने किससे कम किया हुआ है बेटा? रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व में से कम किया है। कहां से कम किया है?
Revaluation।
रिवैल्यूएशन। तो फर्स्ट यू यूटिलाइज दैट बैलेंस एंड देन यू डेबिट P&L अकाउंट। बट ये भी हो सकता है कि आपने रिवैल्यूएशन को वैसे ही रखा 2.1 और फिर आपका इंपेयरमेंट लॉस कितना हुआ? 0.91, तो यू विल कंटिन्यू विथ 2.1 माइनस 0.91, दैट इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट आंसर, बट इंस्टीट्यूट को एक्सपेक्टेड वो आंसर नहीं है। गॉट द कॉन्सेप्ट?
Yes, sir.
तो ये प्रेजेंटेशन है। हाँ, ये लाइन इंस्टीट्यूट ने दिया हुआ है कि फॉलोड द पॉलिसी टू राइट डाउन रिवैल्यूएशन सरप्लस बाय इंक्रीज चार्ज ऑफ डेप्रिसिएशन। तो इंस्टीट्यूट फॉलोड दिस पॉलिसी, तो करेक्ट आंसर है। ये सेंटेंस मिसिंग होता तो आपने P&L को डेबिट दिया होता। किसको डेबिट दिया होता? P&L। दिस सेंटेंस इज मिसिंग, या एमपी सेंटेंस है। इजी?
Yes, sir.
अभी हाई बोलना पड़ेगा, क्या करेंगे अभी? इजी, एक बार सॉल्व करो वापस खुद से। तो आपने किसको डेबिट दिया बेटा? देखो वापस एक बार, टोटल एसेट की वैल्यू कितनी थी स्टार्टिंग में?
7 crores.
7 करोड़। कितना साल कंप्लीट हुआ?
4
4।
years.
तो डेप्रिसिएशन कितना हुआ?
4
4। व्हाट इज योर कैरिंग अमाउंट?
3
3। व्हाट इज योर रिवैल्यूड अमाउंट?
5.1
So what is your revaluation surplus?
2.1
2.1. Now how many years का depreciation you provided?
2 years.
हाँ,
2 years.
2 years. 3 years कहाँ से हुआ बेटा?
Yes.
तो 2 years हुआ। हाँ, नहीं आपको नहीं। 2.1 में से कितना कंप्लीट हुआ फिर?
3.49.
1.4।
हाँ.
2.4 1 divided by 3 into 2 ना?
Yes.
एंड ये भी था, सो ये 3.4, तो ये कितना आया? 1.7। 1.7 करेक्ट है।
Yes, sir.
फिर आपकी नई एसेट की वैल्यू रिकवरेबल कितनी हुई? 79।
0.79.
कितना कम करना है?
0.91.
0.91। पहले किस में से कम होगा?
Revaluation. Yes, sir.
0.7 से हो, तो बचा कितना? 0.21। सो यू विल
21.21.
कितना रिवैल्यूएशन सरप्लस यूज किया? 0.7, और P&L में जाएगा 0.21। समझा?
Yes, sir.
अभी इजी?
Yes, sir.
चलो सॉल्व क्वेश्चन नंबर 4। बेटा 2-3 बार प्रैक्टिस किया ना तो इट इज वेरी सिंपल बेटा। एक्स लिमिटेड प्रॉपर्टी प्लांट एंड इक्विपमेंट 4 इयर्स आएगा 150 lakhs, डेप्रिसिएशन 10%, मतलब कितना? 4 इयर्स आएगा मतलब 60 डेप्रिसिएशन ना, 15 10% से 4 इयर्स कंप्लीटेड। सो 150 minus 60, व्हाट इज योर कैरिंग अमाउंट? 90। अभी आपने डेप्रिसिएशन रिवैल्यू कितने पे किया?
70.
75 lakhs। ओके,
15.
ठीक है। सो योर market value is 90 and what is your 75, मतलब decrease in the value 15, correct है? And now you are continuing with 75 after 4 years. What is the value in use which is given in the question? 60, and net selling price is 67.5 minus cost of disposal 3, मतलब 64.5, whichever is higher, and therefore impairment loss is 10.5 after revaluation. Means again P&L कोई डेबिट होगा, but one through revaluation and one through impairment loss. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now see, this question TYK 9 is easy, 10 is also easy. TYK 9, 10, 11 is also easy beta. You can solve by your own. I will give you the answer. Only 2 questions I will take because those are of CGU. Okay. So CGU question, last 2 questions beta. Patience रखो. Last 2 questions. and I will give you time to take screenshots. चलो ये कर लो. ये हो गया था क्या? हाँ चलो ये देखो, रीड करो.
A publisher owns 150 magazine titles, of which 70 were purchased and 80 were self-credited.
See, purchase मतलब you bought it from outsiders, and magazine title मतलब you miss, suppose if I came with the संकेत सर का accounts is my own title, but if suppose if मैं बाहर से कुछ title लेता हूँ, ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल फेमिना, मतलब जो आपका एक मैगजीन होता है लेडीज के लिए, तो बेटा वो क्या होगा, दैट इज दी आई बॉट इट, तो इट इज अ परचेस टाइटल, सो आई पेड फॉर परचेस, एंड सेल्फ कंस्ट्रक्टेड सेल्फ क्रिएटेड मींस इट्स माय गुडविल. ओके, मैक्सिमम लोग उसको पढ़ रहे, देयरफॉर इट इज दी ब्रांड नाउ. हाँ.
The price paid for a purchased magazine title is recognized as an intangible asset. The cost of creating magazine titles and maintaining the existing titles are recognized as an expense when incurred. Cash inflows from direct sales and advertising are identifiable for each magazine title. Titles are managed by customer segments. The level of advertising income for a magazine title depends on the range of titles in the customer segment to which the magazine title relates. Management has a policy to abandon old titles before the end of their economic lives and replace them immediately with new titles for the same customer segment. What is the cash generating unit for an individual magazine title?
तो each magazine title you will consider as CGU. each magazine title मतलब जितने भी magazine titles है, हाँ, परचेस और सेल्फ क्रिएटेड, यू विल कंसिडर एज सेपरेट सीजीयूज. गॉट द कॉन्सेप्ट?
Yes, sir.
एंड लास्ट वन, 7 नंबर.
An asset does not meet the requirements of environment laws which have been recently enacted. The asset has to be destroyed as per law. The asset is carried in the balance sheet at the year end as 6 lakhs. The estimated cost of destroying the asset is 70,000.
70,000. Okay. So my cost is 70,000. Negative, huh? Negative or zero, which is higher. So zero is higher, and therefore 6 lakhs is my carrying amount, and 70,000 वो लिखा था ना, by other accounting standard you have to record it as a provision. Got the concept?
Yes, sir.
हमने देखा था ना एक सीजीयू में कि -2 lakhs आया था, देखो.
नेगेटिव वाला प्रोविजन में जाएगा.
So that will be provision, negative part. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
चलो, take a screenshots. मैंने आपको कुछ इसके स्क्रीनशॉट्स दिए क्या बेटा? 100 पेजेस के दिए थे?
Yes, sir. 100 pages हो गए.
हाँ ठीक है. बॉटम अप हुआ था क्या?
Yes, sir. यही तक हुआ था.
तो आज का स्क्रीनशॉट 1 ले लीजिए. 400 पेजेस, 100 पेजेस बुक बेटा. ये हो गया था क्या? ये हो गया था? नहीं हुआ था. ठीक है, देख लीजिए अभी. आज ऑलरेडी रिटर्न तो छोड़ दीजिए. खुशी ओवर बोल बेटा.
Done, sir. Done, sir.
क्या था नंबर?
4.
ये 4 है ना?
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
फाइव.
Done, sir. Done, sir. Done, sir. Done, sir.
एक सेकंड ना. हाँ.
Done, sir.
कितना था?
20. Sorry.
10.
10. Done, sir.
सॉरी, अभी लीजिए.
Done, sir.
गुडविल को कभी रिवर्स नहीं करते हैं बेटा. गुडविल राइट ऑफ हुआ तो ये ऑलरेडी लिखा है.
Done,
11.
sir.
हम्म.
Done, sir. Done, sir.
ठीक है. 400 पेजेस बुक.
Sir, index.
इंडेक्स. ठीक है, एक सेकंड. पहले इंडेक्स ले लो. ये सीजीयू आइडेंटिफिकेशन सीजीयू है. CGU S29 एप्लीकेबल. 8, 9, 10 अभी परसों बताऊंगा.
Done, sir.
स्क्रीनशॉट 2 था इंडेक्स के बाद.
Done, sir.
3.
Done, sir.
4.
Done, sir.
5.
Done, sir.
6.
Done, sir.
7.
Done, sir.
8.
Done, sir.
9.
Done, sir.
10.
Done, sir.
11.
Done, sir.
12.
Done, sir.
उसको बहुत लिखना होता है क्या बेटा? दो घंटे जाते हैं खुशी?
सर पिछली बार गए थे, आज शायद 1.5 आवर.
ओके, ठीक है.
सर इन्वेस्टमेंट में डिबेंचर्स का इंडेक्स और क्वेश्चन बाकी थे.
दिया था बेटा लास्ट टाइम.
सर डिबेंचर्स के क्वेश्चंस पर शायद.
डिवेंचर्स. इंडेक्स नाही दिला. इंडेक्स दिया था बेटा?
नहीं सर, इंडेक्स नहीं हुआ है।
1 2 3 4 का इंडेक्स लिखवा देना तुमने। ये ले लीजिए बेटा। 1 2 3 4 का कोई तो लिख के भेजना। S13 है ये। रह गया मेरा। सॉरी, मैं देख रहा हूँ। हाँ ले बेटा ये 13 स्क्रीनशॉट 1
डन
लिया
सर। यस सर।
बेटा। कुछ मिसिंग है वो आप लोग कंप्लीट करो, देखता हूँ मैं। ये दे
डन
दो ना,
सर।
नहीं तो ठीक है बेटा। एक काम करता हूँ, एक स्मॉल ये इंडेक्स डिम्पल से कंप्लीट करो। ये भी बाकी है क्या?
नहीं, ये कुछ इलस्ट्रेशन 6 से हुआ है, 1 2 3 4 5 नहीं है।
हाँ 6 से हुआ है ना।
यस सर।
ये लीजिए। एक कॉन्सेप्ट भी रहेगा बेटा। एक काम करता हूँ, एक कॉन्सेप्ट बाकी है, शिफ्टिंग फ्रॉम लॉन्ग टर्म टू शॉर्ट टर्म। तो नेक्स्ट टाइम बोलना ये 13 मत करो, आज 28 ही करो। 13 का हम लोग देखते हैं। ओके।
ओके सर।
28 कैसे लगा आपको अभी?
सर थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस चाहिए उसको।
ओके, आज ही कर लेना प्रैक्टिस, ठीक है।
ओके सर।
चलो, थैंक यू, टेक केयर, बाय बाय।
थैंक यू सर।
यस यस बेटा, नंदा जी, आई विल अपलोड एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस। थैंक यू। हाँ हाँ, ओवर। थैंक यू।